看一下。龙的肚子跟老虎的肚子是要朝外的意思。然后乌龟的肚子要朝外，凤凰肚子要朝啊，就全部朝外就好了，是吧？没想到连那个都要转，奇怪，我到底哪里不对的？颜色是
Dragon, the crane and the tiger. I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
颜色这样子。
The position of each motif is correct.
就是这个圆点要朝内嘛，对不对？哎，我只能这样，这个圆点要朝内，对。
I think I heard a bang.
Cool.
This is interesting.
竟然少一把剑。
Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute. Lady Clark,
对不起，因为我听不懂，我想把它按掉。
I estimate that Lady Clark. These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that the crime weapon is here.
Here's Miss Gray.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Lady Clark's condition requires regular care. I believe you want to ask me a few questions.
Yes.
Indeed, mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle?
This porcelain is remarkable. Is it old?
It's about 3 centuries old, I believe. Wait, let me find the reference.
Question 什么Torah Gray。
It is not the right time.
原来他有东西可以。
She appears to be very flustered.
Flustered. 什么不？什么 Braily Eye？
She is unable to hide her emotion, and her makeup has been disturbed. I think that this young woman has just been kissed.
为什么我会想到 kiss?
Here? Teapot with black dragon, Gangxi period, end of the 17th century. It is a rare piece with unusual colours.
Unusual colors.
You have a good knowledge of art history.
History.
Acquired while working with Sir Carmichael. I used to help him manage his collection and choose his new acquisitions.
Campbell. As if her gave her gift. As if she wants 什么 ambire to 什么 ambira 什么 embraced 我不知道这怎么念 servers of an early man as what her relationship was with her employer.
Did you have a good relationship with your employer?
He treated me well, and I am sorry for his death.
Have you seen any strangers hanging around in the past few days?
No. Nobody has been near Comside.
As where she was at the time, the crimes. As for her visit of the fake. 听不懂哎，我也看不懂，好吧？问他什么时间
What were you doing yesterday evening at the time of the murder?
I was sleeping.
Cool.
I was woken by the telephone at 11. I heard Franklin Clark speaking with the gardener. They left with some lanterns and they found the body.
What the thing about Frank? 怎么是想像 Frank? As the reason for her aversion for Frank, as she had in the relationship with Frank.
What are your feelings about Franklin Clark?
What an odd question. Of course I think he's a good man.
为什么还是摸他左手？他很不自
Energetic,
在吗？
nice, very sociable.
衣服是怎么搞的？
Miss Gray, if I may be so bold, please do not take offence. My friend has rather unusual methods, but all he wants is to find the murderer.
Yes, I understand. I must rest. Please excuse me.
Earlier, you asked me to watch the living room door for you. I don't wish to be indiscreet, but sometimes a gentleman stumbles upon a secret without intending to.
That is sometimes the case.
And I saw Franklin Clark kissing Miss Gray at the foot of the stairs.
Do you think this is a common occurrence?
No, I saw emotion, intensity. I think it was their first kiss.
Well done, mon ami. Well spotted.
啥？
However, I don't think I completely understand this business. Why did Sir Carmichael not defend himself? He appeared to have been active and strong.
The murderer did not give him a chance. Let us try and reconstruct the scene.
我听不懂，但是我大概听得懂一点意思，就是说你为什么不让那个人有辩解为自己辩解机会？他说，可是我相信凶手也没有让被害者有辩解的机会。
Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush. The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
Sir Clark sees a shadow.
No, Sir Clark was attacked by surprise. He could not see his assailant. Let us think again, mon cher. Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush. The old man walks quietly along the gravel path. Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it.
The killer leaves his hiding place on the left-hand side. He walks over the gravel on the path. The noise alerts Sir Clark, who turns around.
No, Sir Clark was attacked by surprise. He could not see his assailant. Let us think again, mon cher. Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush.
The murderer leaps out of his hiding place and charges, armed with a knife. The victim sees him and protects himself.
No, Sir Clark was attacked by surprise. He could not see his assailant. Let us think again, mon cher.
我很想加
Sir
快，可是
Clark
没
is
办法。
taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush.
威丁能 hide 都不行，他只能一直试威丁，然后威
The
丁
old
要再一
man
直
walks
试，
quietly along the
直
gravel
接
path.
刺跟等都不行，所以就 wait。
He then passes the bush and continues on his way to the house.
No, Sir Clark used to gaze at the sea. Let us think again. Sir Clark is taking
这
his
只能
customary
够
walk.
攻击右
Our
侧。
killer is hiding behind a bush. The old man walks quietly along the gravel path. Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it.
只剩这个选项。
The killer leaves his hiding place on the right-hand side. He approaches silently over the grass.
Cut the throat。
Then he throws himself on his prey and cuts the poor man's throat. He then lays down the ABC before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
嗯哼。
Oh, just a minute. I'm getting dressed.
Mr. Kirst, have you recently returned from Churston?
Yes. Indeed I have.
Have you seen the papers? And to think that you might have rubbed shoulders with the killer. Imagine that. Mr. Kirst, are you all right? You don't seem well.
My apologies. My throat is burning and my head feels heavy. It's ever since the war, you know. Since my injury, my head has never been the same.
那刀是收藏品的刀吗？
Poirot, it's a pleasure to be with you again after all these years. I looked for a gift to thank you, and I found this propelling pencil.
An authentic collector's item. You spoil me, mon ami.
And you more so by sharing investigations.
Do not underestimate the help you are to me, Hastings. Intellect is not everything. There is also goodwill, and you are not short of that. Later, I will ask you to help me tidy up the room and bring some chairs. Our guest will be here soon.
Ah, is Thora Grey coming?
Naturally. She is a fascinating young woman, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, come on, Poirot. I'm a married man. Miss Grey has already been courted by Franklin Clark. Poirot, our guests will be here soon. We must prepare ourselves.
I should take advantage of the silence to examine them.
什么意思啊？我不懂啊 ，alibi 是不是？up 看不懂。这么多成就是怎么回事？Sir Crimes 什么 Carmichael Clark assistant. She is an orphan. 她是个孤儿。She care for Lady Clark and she gallery 什么admire sitter her 什么 morphin 是不是？咻咻咻咻 ，Know the book。 这是什么？这是啊？哦，あれ？あれ？あれ？あれ？ So？ 我这要干嘛？ I don't get it.然后嘞？ 我其实不是太懂这现在是到底是怎么一回事。
I ought to concentrate on my guests. Franklin Clark always.
You can play 什么？加10什么意思？
Sometimes I love a brunette, sometimes I love a blonde. That's what the song says. I should take advantage of the silence to examine them. The song says, sometimes I love a blonde. I should take advantage.
啊，还要我做这些事是这样。
I should take a... Donald is always on edge.
Dark circle.
Leave me alone.
Donald Fraser is very nervous at the moment, even if he's trying hard to control himself.
影片是这样，还是非常的控制自己。
She appears to have taken more care with her appearance than the last time. She's looking at Mr. Fraser out of the corner of her eye. Did she make herself beautiful for him? I wish to thank you all for coming. I wanted to bring everyone close to the victims here in order to unmask the murderer.
Get to the point, Mr. Poirot. What do you want from us?
Ask Megan the reason for his meeting. 对不起啊 Tell Megan not to be such a hurry.
You are an intelligent woman, Mademoiselle Barnard, and I'm sure that you have already understood my intentions.
You think that if we put our heads together, we might come up with something new?
I am convinced of it. What I ask is that you search your memories. The murderer must have left some trace.
Yes, he must have prepared his crimes very carefully.
Tout à fait. He did not get to Bexhill at midnight in order to strangle a young girl whose name by chance starts with P.
Must we go into that?
Agree that the create a feeling the discomfort. The Donald get a grip on himself.
No, of course. Not if it makes you uncomfortable.
Come on, Mr. Poirot. I imagine we all feel terribly uncomfortable about these murders.
It's true. We've to catch the killer, not be spared the gory details.
Mr. Fraser, please get a grip on yourself.
Well, I want to help you, but I don't remember anything else. Nothing I haven't already said.
And you, Mademoiselle Barnard? Did your sister say she was seeing another man?
She never would have told me.
Ugly make. Let's make why Betty did not say anything. 我有必要触怒她啊
Allons, surely sisters have no secrets.
She never spoke about any of that to me. Do you believe me or do I have to repeat myself? Betty knew I didn't approve of her behavior. Her flirting was spoiling any chance she might have had.
Tell me, mademoiselle, what did you talk about with your sister?
Silly things. Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother bought her a brand new pair. The day it happened, she was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
Your sister used to sing, I believe. Did she ever perform in public?
She dreamt about it, but she had a very bad cough. It troubled her greatly. She had to cancel auditions and miss lots of opportunities. A pity.
Yes, she sang well, but that doesn't tell us much about the murderer.
Qui sait? In any case, we now have enough information to draw up a relatively precise psychological profile. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is the killer's some cleaver? Killed when the street was packed with people. The killer is man. The purpose. His crime. Me quietly. He never forget to leave his without the ABC we Mr. But the singing is a crime. The murder is mocking. Sure, they sad in the way. It's very generous of him. The man Betty before talking her to will the draw her pair table. Maybe the murder like a train. Indeed. Again. It's a murder if you place. You will see that the murders without 也就一个而已啊。Is the killer sure of himself? The man Betty before. Is the killer什么 seducer 听不这个吗？就这个啊。Does the killer like a train? Like a train. Is the killer impulsive? 只有一个啊 ，cool。The killer 什么？
So, ladies and gentlemen, we can now surmise it's a good start.
Well, it's just that...
Push Megan so that she helps. As Mary, what more bothering her, pointing out that she is short of money for the train. Push Mary so that she helps.
Well, Mademoiselle Drower,
Oh, Mr. Poirot, don't be so harsh.
It's normal that people help.
Oh, sir, I cannot accept.
But you must. Mademoiselle, I may not be rich, but my brother left a fortune which will be mine.
Mr. Clark, that's very generous of you.
Well, someone has to foot the bill. Mr. Poirot, would it be possible for you to come back to Devon? Lady Clark has expressed a wish to see you. We'll adjust her medicine so she'll not be too drowsy.
But of course. Thank you all for coming. We will meet again soon. The meeting was most fruitful.
Really?
Really?
Hastings, I believe now we have everything we need to find a common point between the victims. Now it is time for us to use our grey matter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
又来时间快到，稍微卡一下。